So day one's in the books, and for anybody who knows me knows that this scripted, trying to get the video the right way just isn't me. This is me more off the cuff, but I wanted to kind of talk about some stuff as I've been seeing it and feeling it and kind of realizing what's going on after we finish day one. For those of you who have voted already, I appreciate it. If you voted for me, I definitely appreciate it. But really, honestly, like, voting is important. I know it's a cliche, but it is important. I've got a bet with somebody out there that says we're not going to get more than 5,000 people to vote, and I would love to see that happen. So that's number one. Number two, you have tomorrow and you have Wednesday to vote, of course. I want to talk about a couple things. Look, transparency means a ton to me. This is your money. It's not my money. It is your money as the association. I want to be as transparent as I'm allowed to be, and I will be transparent as allowed. That's never been an issue. That's never been my concern. I want to make sure people know that. Transparency is key. The other thing I want to address is you're going to always hear directly from me. You're not going to hear from anybody but me, because this is about me and my campaign for you. This is not about anything else. I am the candidate. I want you to hear from me. If you have questions, I want you to talk to me. I don't need you to talk to the noise. I don't want you to talk to the noise. I want you to ask the candidate. Because at the end of the day, it's going to be the candidate that's in the office. At the end of the day, it's not going to be the person that posted their stuff or had the endorsements or whatever. It's the candidate, right? That is so important, and I have put myself up here on stage, front and center for everybody. Those of you who have reached out to ask me questions directly have been fantastic. I've had a couple really, really strong heart-to-heart conversations with people that are well-known in this industry that I don't really know that well. And they've pushed me. They've pushed me on some issues. They've pushed me on why they think what. I've had a couple past treasurers really come up to me and say, do you know this, 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 and this? And I've gained their respect. I've got several, and I'm not doing the endorsement thing, I've got several past presidents who know what I'm about and what I represent. I've been so involved in this association for the last 6 years or so, as a member for the last 10, but really involved, running committees, being on the board, not just being attendance or going and being part of the committee. I get in deep with these things. I've served in leadership. I've done the LVR leadership, and I was class of 2017. I've done the state leadership, where I was a class of 2021. It was actually started in 2020, but with the pandemic. I've gotten to know the ins and outs of how this business runs. That's the important thing. Fiduciary responsibility, making us strong with our money, being somebody that is ethical, somebody that is going to protect our money, is paramount to me. I'm going to make sure, and I've got a clean track record of not ever having anything happen. I'm going to continue that. That is important. That is what a treasurer does. I've talked about how treasurers lead, and being on the executive team is about being a part of the leadership as well. That's not going to be the difference. That's not going to be ever changed. But many people ask about my classifications, my characteristic, and my ability to be treasurer. I've served as a treasurer for a nonprofit already. I've served as a treasurer for other roles earlier in my life. I have securities licensing. I have been licensed with a Series 65, which is a federal a federal license. These things are looked at hard. My background is looked at hard. I have never once infracted or infringed on anything to do with anybody else's money. OPM, other people's money, matters to me. Your budget matters to me. Making sure we are smart with our money matters to me. Being transparent matters to me. Leadership is super important. I've been put here to lead. I am ready to lead. I am a candidate, and you are hearing directly from me. That's what I want people to know. That's what I need people to understand. So when you're voting, who are you voting for? Vote for the candidate that you know. Vote for the candidate that is out there talking about what is important, what's right, what is wrong. Hear from what the candidate has to say, because everything else is noise. Everything else is just somebody's putting them on a pedestal or whatever. That's why I've been doing my campaign my way. You don't see me having other people do stuff for me, because at the end of the day, this is my voice. I want to be your voice, and I can't be your voice if you don't hear directly from me, and vice versa. So I invite you to reach out to me. Send me a Facebook message, send me a text message, send me an Instagram message, email me. You all have my information. We're all members here. You can easily pull all my information. That's the important thing. The important thing is really hearing what the candidate has to say, what the candidate is about, and how the candidate is fit for this job. And I know I am. My name is Geoff Zahler, and again, I am asking for your vote. If you have not yet voted, please, for treasurer, Geoff Zahler. I'm not going anywhere, and I don't know how to not give it a mile. Appreciate your support.